Something is not adding up with Mathew Perry's death. As you all know, Mathew Perry was found drowned in his jacuzzi at his home in Los Angeles. Days leading up to his death, he was posting cryptic messages on his Instagram.
Mathew Perry has unexpectedly passed away, and the cast of the hit sitcom Friends are finally reacting. Jennifer Anniston, who played Rachel Green on the show, alongside Courteney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, and David Schwimmer, released a joint statement saying they are utterly devastated by the loss of Mathew, adding that, "We were more than just castmates. We are a family." Mathew, well known as Chandler Bing in Friends, passed away tragically at 54. Official report says that he drowned in the jacuzzi of the home where he was staying, but fans think there is more to his death than meets the eyes. For one, people thought Mathew was finally in a good place, so you can see how his death took them by surprise. But what exactly happened? Did Mathew Perry's dark past catch up with him? Is there more to his death than meets the eye? Was his death indeed the result of unfortunate circumstances? Who wants him silenced and why?
Now, there's one post that's very bizarre where it's somebody, it's not Mathew Perry's hand, I don't believe it's Mathew Perry's hand, but it's somebody's hand dropping 3 cranberries on a table. And Mathew Perry says, "This is what I've had to eat today. I'm Matman." People are speculating that this had something to do with the Cranberries' lead singer, Dolores O'Riordan, as she was found dead from drowning as well. And then he goes on to post a picture of a jack-o'-lantern with the Batman signal carved into it saying, "Do you know what I mean?"
These questions have wept through social media and all of Hollywood since his death was announced. And as much as fans want to believe Mathew's death was just that, there have been a lot of speculations pointing out otherwise. The chilling events that led to his death leave one wondering, what did he know? And who was he going to tell? To start with, fans were flooded with a heavy dose of Friends nostalgia when the cast of the sitcom, which includes Jennifer Aniston and Mathew himself, came together one last time to revisit memories and answer pressing fan questions. Everything looked perfect except for the apparent change that life and age had bestowed upon the cast, but there was something notably different about Mathew. Unlike his co-stars, he was extra emotional and a bit more expressive with his feelings, so much so that Jennifer was constantly comforting him. But then you might not think deeply about it after all. He must have been in his feeling of being back on set of a show that skyrocketed his Hollywood status and practically changed his life. But if you take a closer look, you will see that there is more to Mathew's constant emotional breakdown. Apparently, back in the early days of his career, Mathew was somehow under pressure to be the best actor he could be. He had a strong desire to please the viewers and those he worked with. Of course, that is to be expected of anyone who wants to give their best. But with Mathew, his desire to do so took him into a dark place.
I felt like I was gonna die if they didn't laugh. And it's not healthy, for sure. Yeah. But I would sometimes say a line and they wouldn't laugh and I would sweat and just like go into convulsions. If I didn't get the laugh I was supposed to get, I would freak out.
It would take you down.
Yeah.
You didn't tell us that. Would it
No?
hurt? No, I don't remember you ever saying that.
Oh yeah, I felt like that every single night.
The worst thing was that none of his cast members or people close to him knew how deep his struggle with his career was, and that he was in a toxic place because he wanted to be better. This situation will undeniably have a terrible effect on his mental health and general well-being. No wonder his struggle with alcohol and hard drugs increased immensely over the years. Although everyone currently believes that Mathew passed away after drowning in a hot tub, investigations are still ongoing to determine the actual cause of the death of the actor, and there have been several scary details that have now been noticed. First is Mathew's last Instagram post before he passed away. Fans believe it holds a lot of clues regarding what led to his death. According to multiple reports, Mathew was playing pickleball that day, and when he returned to his home in LA, he told his assistant to run some errands. And by the time the assistant returned, he found Mathew in the hot tub and wasn't responding. The assistant immediately called for help, letting them know that Mathew might have had a cardiac arrest. By the time the paramedic arrived at Mathew's home, there wasn't much that could be done for him, and he was pronounced dead on the spot. Some believe Mathew could have drowned because he was high on drugs, given his past with substance abuse. However, the police reported that there was no drug in sight at the scene, and neither was there any sign of struggle or foul play. But if it is true, then the autopsy will prove it, and further investigation will determine the actual cause of Mathew's death. Interestingly, the perfect place to understand what might have led to his death is found in several of his Instagram posts weeks before he passed away. The last one he posted on the 23rd of October was of him actually sitting in the jacuzzi, looking relaxed with his headphones on, captioning the post, "Oh, so warm, swirling around makes you feel good. I am Matt Man."
Another comment on how they were those platonic best friends. Mathew Perry and Anniston obviously had chemistry, which makes me sad they didn't make many episodes with them as a duo, like the cheesecake episode. I've never thought of them as a couple, though they were perfect as friends and Chandler was perfect with Monica.
A man of justice, someone who believes in doing good, which is pretty much what Mathew would like to be remembered for.
I would like to be remembered as somebody who lived well, loved well, was a seeker, and his paramount thing is that he wants to help people. That's what I want.
But then those posts could mean something more.
He didn't post much on Instagram until 6 days ago. His last posts were cryptic and disturbing. Only 3 posts since last year and making 5 last week.
Another thing that seemed really odd about Mathew when he was shooting the reunion episode was that he seemed almost not right in the mind. He was sort of absent-minded, and you could tell he wasn't fully aware of his environment. He even forgot that the camera was rolling when his co-star was obviously responding to the interview.
When we were shooting the pilot, I think that chemistry solidified. I remember being incredibly impressed with the other 5 actors. I just thought this was the best casting I had ever seen. We really got close because of that experience too.
You're on camera.
I know.
Yeah, this is a 3-shot.
Are you in a 3-shot seeing me do that?
I think so.
I look crazy.
I'm gonna do this while Matthew's talking. So
I thought I wasn't on camera and we're hearing the other interviews.
What do you think that all these characters, we'll start with Joey, what do you think Joey would be doing in 2021? What's Phoebe doing? What's Monica doing? What's Rachel doing?
They're making a lot of damn
Making
noise
a
right
lot of
now.
noise.
That's
That's
what
what
they're
they're
doing.
doing.
Shut up over there! Shut up! Shut up!
And when he noticed that people could see him acting odd, he quickly covered it by trying to make the entire thing look funny. But then, from the attitude of his co-star, you could tell that they knew something wasn't right and were just covering up for him so that he doesn't look bad on TV. This obviously takes us to Mathew's back-to-back health issues, and substance abuse history, which could have been a leading cause of the cardiac arrest he suffered. His health issues were so bad that he revealed that he spent almost $9 million on the struggle with his addiction. Apparently, he had a total of 14 stomach surgeries and went to rehab about 15 times, and spending that much money would have definitely taken a heavy toll on his finances, which would have most likely put him in a tough spot. Even though there isn't much report on the state of Mathew's finances before he passed away, it still could have played a major role in his death. Anyway, in a few days, more information on the cause of his death will be revealed, and we can finally know what we are dealing with. Although some are already convinced, they know the cause of his death isn't just cardiac arrest.